What's up, my Peter Bros? Peter Maniac here. November 21st, NBA Game Picks and Spreads. It's Wednesday, which means tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a good one. And as you know, with traditional sports, the NBA does not play on Thanksgiving, and the NFL plays almost all day on Thanksgiving. So, no video tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good one. Hope you enjoy your time with your family or by yourself, however you choose to spend it. Anyway, let's be thankful for some good basketball tonight. We have the Pacers at the Hornets. Hornets favored by 4 in this one. I do love Kemba Walker. He's probably having one of the best seasons of his life. Pacers are an 11-6 team, so if the Hornets win, they only are a game and a half behind of the Pacers, which is incredible. At home, I actually like the Hornets in this one to win and cover. I believe in a guard matchup of Oladipo versus Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker is much more talented, and so help me God, I can't say Walker without trying to sound like a Mainer. Ugh. And then you have the Pelicans at the 76ers. As you can see here, 76ers favored by 4 in this one. Now, if you were to ask me who would win this game pre-Butler trade, I'd probably say Pelicans, hands down. But post-Butler trade, hands down, 76ers. Now, why is that? I thought the impact of moving Jimmy Butler to possibly the 4 would have had a bigger impact, but I forgot how good Wilson Chandler can still play and how capable he is. The matchup of Chandler against Mirotic and Embiid against Davis is one of the most exciting basketball matchups I have seen so far this year. I also love Drew Holiday against Ben Simmons. It is incredible. But the difference maker here is Jimmy Butler. I think he comes out in the clutch. I think the 76ers win and cover this easily 4-point spread. I think it's going to be an 8-point victory at least. And you have the Raptors at the Hawks. I don't think the Hawks can be considered serious contenders in any matchup. Raptors favored by 7.5. Probably should be a lot more. It's probably going to be a double-digit victory. And you have the Knicks at the Celtics. Celtics more disappointing than having sex with a stripper. And then Boston's favored by 14, but God, they're awful. They're currently 9-8, so if they lose this one to the Knicks, they bounce down to 500. And what I mean by they're awful is people like Terry Rozier, Jaylen Brown, they always have games where they just can't shoot the ball, and they fall in love with the three so much that it costs them. And they could easily do this against the Knicks. Hopefully they don't. I think they will win, but I don't think Boston will cover the spread. I think it's going to be a close game because Boston tends to be having a lot of close games lately. Then you have the Lakers at the Cavaliers. LeBron James, ESPN, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. It's LeBron James against a team that's beaten across the bush 2-13. Yeah, I think LeBron James gets the Lakers to 10 wins. Favored by 9.5, I think it's probably going to be a 25-point victory. I honestly think it's going to be such a blowout. LeBron doesn't even really play the fourth quarter. Then you have the Suns at the Bulls. Phoenix favored by 1 in this one. These teams are combined 7-26. Amazing records, trust me. So at least one person, is going to go to 14 losses already in the season. That is awful. I'm picking the Suns in this one. I think they got just a little bit more talent. Will they win? Probably not. Then you got the Pistons at the Rockets. Rockets favored by 9 in this one. Rockets improving to 8-7 is really good. They're climbing in the West, and that's exactly what they need. They need to take advantage of the weaknesses opening in the West while they still can. The Nuggets are sliding, so this is the perfect chance for the Rockets. I think they win. I think they cover the 9-point spread. It comes down to guard play. Chris Paul and James Harden are way better than anybody that the Pistons can roll out. Trailblazers Bucks. I like Damian Lillard in this one. Dame Dollar can make anybody holler. Bucks favored by 7. I think they win. I think they struggle to cover, though. I think they do cover, but I think they struggle because Damian Lillard can get hot from 3. I think that might come into play. But Giannis at home before Turkey Day, got to take the Greek Freak. And you have the Nuggets at the Timberwolves. Timberwolves favored by 1 in this one. This one's interesting. The Nuggets were a really good team at the beginning of the year. Now they've fallen to 10-7, which is absolutely terrible. I believe they were at one point 9-1 or something like that. So they're on a 1-6 skid or 1-5 at least. I'm picking the Nuggets here though in the upset per se. Normally they wouldn't be in necessarily an upset position, but they're playing awful. Jokic is a great center, but the rest of the team is just not showing up consistently. If they can show up consistently, they can go back up to where they were. And then you have the Nets at the Mavericks. Mavericks favored by 5.5. I think they win and cover. I think the difference here is going to be the LeVert injury. if the Nets are to win, D'Angelo Russell is going to have a good game. And I'm saying by good game, I mean like 25 and 10. And by 10, I mean assists. Then you have the Grizzlies at the Spurs. Spurs favored by 3 here. Spurs are at 500, so I think early on in the season they really need this win, especially against another Western Conference team. The spread is 3, which is not really that big. It could become very close because the Grizzlies are a good team, so I think they win. I think they cover. The Spurs do. Then the Kings at the Jazz. Jazz favored by 9.5 here. But I'm going bold here. The Jazz are paltry 8-9. Awful. Kings pulled off the upset the last time I predicted it, so I'm going to say it again. Kings in the upset. Why do I keep predicting this? Because, you know, if you keep doing the same thing and you keep getting the same results and expecting them to change, you know, they call you crazy. So it fits the bill. Then you have the Thunder at the Warriors. Warriors are inexplicably awful, but they are still 12 and 6. ESPN 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Golden State favored by 1. I think they win. I think they cover. Still no news on Steph Curry's injury, I believe, until the 24th, which is this Saturday. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. I just don't think the Thunder really match up well athletically against the Warriors. If they are going to win, though, the key is going to be the point guard position with Russell Westbrook. But Quinn Cook, I believe his name is Quinn Cook, I apologize if I'm wrong, is decent. He should be able to do it pretty well. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a happy turkey day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.